Yeah. So now the kick is forward, the bass is forward. So if you're doing hip hop or rock or anything where it's a kick forward kind of thing, it's compressing the top end frequencies but not the bottom end. So now you hear the bass is just kind of rumbling through there on the bottom, but it's not dragging down the compressor and compressing the overall two mix. It's sweet. Okay, watch this. Okay, watch this, okay? Every time the kick hits, it's pulling down the whole two mix.
Now it's working.
Now we're gonna bring it up to about 180.
Oh, hear the bass come through.
The whole top end is sheen, being compressed, but the kick is not like sucking down the mix anymore.
It's still hitting it a little bit.
Sure, take it off.
That's crazy. Like the low end without the compressor on.
Yeah. So now the whole bottom end can rumble through.
Yeah, that's
and especially
nice.
if you're doing, we were just talking to Brian about this. If you got something that's, you know, like anything that's driven by kick, any modern stuff that's driven by hip hop, rap, pop, rock, anything where it's kick forward stuff, you can have that kick with a whole different ratio than anything else, because the kick is coming through on the system.
Right, right.
And before, it's like everything would be sucked down. It's like, oh, the kick is so much forward, we got to tuck the kick in the track because it's pulling the whole track down. Well, that's not the case anymore, because now you can say, you know what, all the way up to 200 hertz, I want everything below 200 hertz to go through unfettered by the kick. Oops, there was a public school sound.
Better? We know that one.
But it's
We
unfettered
accentuated
by the
that. Or
compressor.
accentuated?
I mean, ultimately, this works as multiple pieces of gear, because otherwise, if you didn't have this feature, you'd literally have to put an entire chain on the kick and the bass all by itself, and tweak those in and try to get it to balance out with the rest of the system, running through all sorts of submasters and then mixing it back out and hope you could balance it out.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Sounds really nice too.
awesome.
Wow, that's awesome. What's up with that hammer EQ, man?
The hammer's here.
Oh man, whoa! Wow,
I thought I was going to give it a little love, but I so rely on the hammer, it's ridiculous. So I thought I would show off the nail tonight.
Oh, I gotcha.
But I've been using this at my studio, and I'll bring out, say, kick and snare, and then when I'm doing guitars, if I'm doing something with rock, I'll bring out into the hammer. I go into the hammer first, then bring in the hammer 3 and 4, so it hits the hammer, and then I'll bring all of that out into the nail. So the combination of all that stuff between the two worlds is just sweet as it can be. It's sweet.
So the only thing left is he's got to make the screw. Oh, that's the client check bounces. That's the screw.
The screw is you.
Yeah, the screw is you sitting there auto-tuning all night long.
That's the screw. And
It's
then
like,
they're
it's
check
like who
bounces
cares about the kick
after
if the
they do
vocals
that.
are out of tune, right?
That's what it is. But it's great. I mean, it's absolutely wonderful because it allows you to have, I mean, they really do work well in conjunction with each other. That's the best part of it. You use a
lot of
hammer
this
into the
gear
nail.
kind of has the same image too. It's got these
The knobs.
The knobs. Yeah, I have that on my back 500. I love these knobs.
Yeah.
Man, that's awesome.
So yeah, and you know, once again, it's build as you go. First year you're out, you get one Mark 8. You know, next year business is doing well, you get another Mark 8. You can go all the way up to 4 right now. And you know, you build as you want to go. If you're tracking that morning, you throw all mic pre's in. If you're mixing, throw all EQs, take the mic pre's out, set them on the side. It's a whole different console in minutes. That's the beauty of it. I want to go through and I want to change it, and I want to make it any kind of color I want. The more colors that come out with 500 series, the more you're able to change the colors of the console. It's a little ridiculous, but it's very sweet.
It's an audio rainbow.
Yeah. Not to mention the options you've also got for reamping. Because at that point you're mixing and tracking at the same time. So you can literally sit there and just start.
Oh, right. I didn't even think of that.
And you can put any color you want, dude. I mean, let somebody come out with, you know, any of the cool 500 series. The next 10 years of 500 series, you've got whatever you want.
You love everything. Yeah.
If you want, you know, these 2 channels to be all Electrodyne, and then these 2 channels to be API, and these 2 channels to be, you know, I think Peter's doing something else, but I mean, I believe that Paul Wolf is coming out with Tone Lux for his 500 series. You can make it all Tone Lux console. You can make it all Electrodyne console. You can make it all API. Whatever you want. You can make it all Avitas. You can make it all, whatever your flavor of the month is. Just pop that in, and it's a new console.
All right, kids.
Yeah. On top of that, because you've got that ability to swap things back and forth, for the studio owner, it gives you the ability to please a much wider range of clientele. They come in and they say, well, I'm looking for this sound. You can go, well, I just happen to have that module.
Yeah, or even if they say, hey, we're looking for that, you could rent whatever you need and just pop it in.
Swap it with your friends, dude.
Yeah.
Say, yeah.
Hey, man, I need your modules for the afternoon. We're doing.
We have to be pretty good friends, though.
Yeah, you know, that's the beauty of it. If somebody across town and invests in a bunch of tracking stuff,
right,
and you're investing in a bunch of mixing stuff, you could go through and just swap out. Man, I need your EQs. Dude, okay, great, but I need your mic pre's this afternoon.
Gotcha.
No problem. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
All right, so in closing, what is this thing called again?
It's the Mark 8. Pete's Place Mark 8.
Want to take us out with a little music?
Sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Shepard.
Yes.
And that beautiful classical guitar. I love that guitar, man. That is just brutal.
Yeah, it's kind of awesome. Okay, here we go. 511.
511. All right, and ladies and gentlemen, I have the winner's name here. Please put your hands together. Can I get a drum roll? Oh my God! Be magical.
Oh yeah!
Look at that! Look at that!
Hell
Be
yeah!
magical.
All right, I won something. I'm a winner.
I feel like Ed McMahon.
Oh man! Holy!
Okay, so anyway, we switched it up. You get the duct tape.
I'm still a winner. I'm still a winner.
Which one do you want, Brian?
I think I'm gonna have to go with the compressor.
The compressor.
Compressor,
Yeah.
nice.
Sweet, huh?
I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, I
go
think
with
we got
the
a dead
compressor.
light.
Thank you. That is
got it.
awesome.
There you go.
Man, awesome.
All right, look at that.
Hey.
Cool.
So how's it feel, man?
I feel really good, man. I'm gonna
So
put
open
it
it
in
up.
the
Let's
rack.
check it out. Come on, man. Get it
Let's see.
crack-a-lacking.
Let me get.
Doesn't work.
Yeah, is that the broken one?
Is that the one we dropped
That's the
earlier?
one we dropped.
Oh, okay.
Now, Pete, tell everybody what I won for hosting the party. I won these 2 little racks, these 2 little mixing boards. Oh wait, they're not mixing boards. They're self-actuators. What was the word?
You have to talk to Tony.
Instantiation.
Oh,
Instantiation.
They're audio instantiation modules.
okay, we got
They
it.
are.
Wow, I can't believe I won something.
Isn't that crazy?
That's pretty nuts. I never win anything.
The gods.
The game
are
of
smiling.
life. Wow.
Oh
Dude,
man,
that's awesome.
Look at that.
couldn't happen to a
It's
nicer
gonna-
guy.
this is gonna be sweet.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Sweet.
Right.
And now I'm gonna have to get another one to buy a pair. That way
See that? The first one's
I'm
free.
gonna have that
you
one.
win one.
I'm gonna need to buy one. So you give me one, and then I'm gonna buy one because I need 2.
Nice. That's how they're like dope dealers.
It's like.